Hi everyone, welcome to Wolfies Stuff episode 5, and I've decided to put myself in a better position. I'm not sure about the microphone, if it's picking up my voice properly, but we'll give this a shot and see how it goes, and if it doesn't quite work, well, I'll reposition everything. Now, online at the moment, there is a thing between record collectors about the Grail, and for those not in the know, the Grail is the record that the record collector really loves, and there's usually a story behind it as well. Well, I've got one. In fact, I've got several in my collection, but I've got a story about one particular record. Many years ago, when I was a kid, there was a show called Countdown on Australian television, and it was hosted by Molly Meldrum, and it was a pop music, rock and roll type show on in the afternoons that had some live bands on it and video clips and stuff like that. Anyway, one day they show this song called Moonlight and Music by a group called M, who of course were popular for a song called Pop Music. And they only, to my knowledge, only ever played this video once. Well, I never saw it again. And even if you go on YouTube today, you won't find it. Yes, you'll see a performance on Top of the Pops, but you won't actually see the video that they made. I don't even know if it's out there. I asked Robin Scott on Facebook, but he never got back to me. So anyway, I really wanted to hear this song again. And I didn't. I mean, I just never heard it again. Except till about 1984, when somebody played it over the PA system at high school. Wow. Anyway, it was obviously deleted stock by the time I left high school, and I would like to have found it, but I couldn't. So anyway, there was a lot of record shops in the city that sold unusual stuff. And I was doing radio school at the time. And I was coming back home from the school down to the station where I catch the train and go home. And there was a record shop across from there, now at the site where Federation Square is. And it was called Central Station Records. Well, they had a lot of imports and things like that. And one of these afternoons, I decided to go in there and have a look. And they had this table there with a whole lot of records that looked, really quite old songs. And by now, I think it was about 1986 that I went in there. And I was flipping through the records. And here it comes. I flipped over one, and there it was, Moonlight and Music by M. And because it was an import, it was about double the price of a normal single, so it was about $6. And I didn't have the money with me, but I had $2, and I said, could you hang on to this for me till tomorrow? And the next day I went in and I picked it up and I brought it home. So Moonlight and Music by M, I've got it, I'm happy. Really rather pleased. Yes, it's still got the price on it. In an unusual pack, probably not really the pack that it's supposed to come in. It's one of those DJ sort of packs, isn't it? Those cardboard ones, so that you can flip records out really quickly and slam them on the turntable. But anyway, yep, I got it. Funny enough, it occurred to me just before, I don't know why I didn't search for the album. Maybe I thought the album was deleted too. On to my collection. Yesterday I showed you a copy of I See Red by Split Enz, and I asked you to guess what the coloured vinyl might be, what colour the vinyl might be. And well, I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Red. But what do you do when a group called Black come out and you're going to do some coloured vinyl for them? Simple, you go in reverse and you make it white. So white vinyl by Black, and this is The Sweetest Smile, which is a really good song too. Now, I've got a few questions about this. This is Wheels of Love by a group called Beatfish. and it's a team up of James Freud from Models and Martin Plaza from Mental as Anything, two really big groups. But this didn't really go very far. I think they pushed it for a little while, but never really did it. It's a nice poppy song. I like it. It's quite a happy little song. And I was on Discogs the other day, and I don't know whether this was just a guy trying to make money or whether it is actually really rare, but he was asking $50 for it. And I was thinking, I wonder if that's what collectors are asking for it. It could be because James Freud died. He took his life, unfortunately, and really sad about that because his group Models was really excellent. I loved it. It was fantastic. You might have seen my Young Einstein soundtrack yesterday. Well, he was obviously in there because Models was on the soundtrack. Love the Models. Fantastic group. And I didn't know until sort of recently that James Freud actually lives or lived not that far from me, sort of like almost within within walking distance. I could have bumped into the guy on numerous occasions and I just didn't know. And I'm kind of sad about that too. It would have been nice to have known him or, at least said hello. Records, big records. Where are they? Yes. Here's, okay, let's get on with the LPs, shall we? Oh, hang on. First I'll get it. Last night I was watching videos by Biosite on YouTube and I noticed that he had this album. Okay. Faith No More, The Real Thing. And I really wanted to show you this because this is quite nice. I've opened mine. It's sort of resealed itself. I don't know whether it was because it was so hot over the last few days and it's just the plastic's just kind of remelted into its original sealed form or something, but it actually looks sealed. I could almost sell it for sealed. That would be really morally and ethically wrong, but never mind. I just wanted to show you this because it's a beauty. It's this amazing splotchy green color. Isn't that just fantastic? That's just beautiful. I love the way that looks. Just admire it and lust over it. You want this, don't you? Actually, it looks like another one of those things that you could lick. Yes. I've got a bit of a habit where I lick all my... No, I don't think I would. It's on 180 vinyl. The other day, I said something really funny. I made a video, and I must have been half asleep. And I said it's on 1080 vinyl. It's in HD, exactly. So, anyway, I quickly changed that. I got the video and I changed it back to, what it should be. Fancy saying that. Unbelievable. Here's another white vinyl release. This is Bowie and Love Is Lost. And I haven't taken it out of its pack yet, but in fact, I don't think I will. I've heard the song being played on. I don't think I will. Just get that on there. It's another one of those things I think I might just keep and maybe resell. Because, I've heard it it's on SoundCloud. Now, there's some science fiction freaks among you. How do you fancy this? Yep, Vangelis, Blade Runner. Not much on the back, but inside, beautiful. Really, really nice. And the record itself, just take it out of its pack. It's 180 gram red vinyl. There you go. Isn't that something? And it's a transparent red as well, which is really quite nice. I'm just flipping it over a few times so you can lust over it, you terrible people. I'm just as bad, actually, as far as that goes. I see things that you guys have got and I'm going, oh, I want that. I want that bad. And sometimes I manage to get it. Actually, I got something last night that I thought was quite cool, but we'll get to that later on. There's no need to talk about it yet. I got this as well. I got this. I pulled this off the pack and I just kept it because I think unfortunately it was one of those bags that you had to kind of destroy to get into the record, or maybe I just didn't know and I just kind of tore it up. So too eager to get to the record to have a look at it. So, but it's in, you know, good nick and everything still, and I got it in my Ziploc bags. You know what I'm like.